shot there, but saved away by Mist. The minute gone and no incident. Complexity and all of their fans will be having a very close eye on this series, and a cracking shot from the midfield sent long by Drees.
I want to take a look at this rotation one more time, actually, on the side of Akrew, because, well, there's 3 players behind that ball. There was 0. There's now Astro. He does have Fifi in the midfield one more time if he wants to get to it. Instead of going for a lot of solo plays, a demo as well.
Massive.
First one in, bang, into the back of the net.
Continuing to add on to those assist statistics as well. Just another pass coming from Astro, 50ing it with Mist, and the demo to remove Turbo over each other's laces. Been somewhat messy, but Envy on the other side of things, they haven't exactly tried to turn too many goals in.
No.
The 50 on the goal line. It was slowed down by Oath, but not nearly enough, with Drees barreling down on him.
Having a look at where Oath was, and yeah, just the first touch took his
Position a bit better.
Yeah, every time we've spoken to Greg, and it's one of the main things. Oh, dearie me, Astro! Well, I was going to say, if you're reversing, you've made a positioning mistake. This one is just an outright mistake. And Drees has got another one. Prowess, get those 50-50s, because these loose balls are being gobbled up by Team Envy. They can just continuously get in the way. Oh, there you go, Oath! Off the wall, followed it up, 1-1.
Brilliant movement from Oath, where Fifi comes in for the challenge, touches it just past Drees on that sideboard.
Something went for them later on, but instead, much harder to read. They're disguising their plays. We talked about it earlier on when you said about the backboard play from Fifi. As there's the shot! What a bagger by Oath!
Oh, cut the difference and send it in the net, mate. Oath from the corner, taking Turbo's bluff and sending it at the net. He's the ambition to go for it. And Mist again being shut down early by Astro. The ball starting to run away from Mist and pinched into the net. Drees flips the coin and finds the lead.
I just want to see the angles that we come in from here as Oath. Yeah, he's on the inside, and Drees is fully aware of the angles.
Can Akrew get another late game equalizer, as they have done so far through this series? Astro really had the chance. Will this pass from Oath come over? Yes, it will. Yes, it'll be on target. And yes, we have our third overtime.
You just see all of Envy sitting, waiting, daring, and it was the bravest split. It's happening more and more often. Maybe we really are going to London for a major. It just seems like everyone's kind of in the mood for it. As the infield pass, Mist is going to find the goal. You don't find a setup much better than that one.
Coming from that left wall, all Drees had to do was find the target man. Astro did the block again from Fifi to Astro. Going to be taking that up that left wall. Can he get it past Drees? Does attempt to with the low 50, and Oath! The Oath breaker, destroying that lead advantage that Envy was searching for.
Watch Fifi, he forced Drees to go early.
But everything just feels different on this pitch.
Yeah, but this is the one where you know it's got very real and that you know nobody else has got second chances. Fifi didn't need a second chance.
Fifi's on fire. Look at Drees just waiting, seeing what can you do, really? It would have been scary, but instead, now it just falls to Akrew yet again to challenge. But with Drees managing to work it past Astro, he goes to that bottom corner, and Turbo Pulsar will meet it in the bottom right. That is such a good pass across from Drees. He knows, send it goalwood.
Fifi will be so thankful for that. Gave him enough of a chance to get his players back, but my goodness, they left him in a bad spot. And it's when they have it coming from. Turbo Pulsar has sent his team into the next round.
The super sub continues to prevail. The man
Oxygen certainly playing for it all, and you can't count him out. And already we see some good speed. Gimmick towards net, double tap, barely had enough boost to get back to it. Gave it a nice belly flop to finish it off.
Oh my goodness, and it's all about that challenge earlier on in the midfield, and then Gimmick.
Gimmick taking space, lots of space given by Complexity, and now hard bounce off the wall. Another strong shot, Toasty, near post. A blistering shot, 85 miles an hour.
Oh my word. This man comes back from graduation.
Needs some magic right now. Find themselves trailing as we approach the halfway point of the game. HAD goes right for net. On that camera angle, you're wondering if AJG's going to pass it, but no, the net was open and he blasts it home.
Ooh, and we're looking at Toasty here, who was the third man back. He had to
Nice
have
block
a
from Gim. Double tap. We'll go to the corner. Team bump by Complexity. LJ getting around the ball and will tuck it in. The team bump proved to be the difference between clearing it out or getting scored on.
Oh, AJG and Raze will bump it heads there, trying to rotate back. It looked like
Off
Raze
the backboard, AJG trying to get it past the midfield, but Gimmick will pop it up. Toasty off the ceiling, down to Gim, a weak shot, but it's good enough. And a 4-1 lead. Oxygen are taking it to Complexity in game one.
Look at that challenge from Toasty. That is a consistent win, which has been happening. The offense lurking for another, or at least the first goal, rather, here in game two.
Another double commit from Complexity, but it
is.
still works. Raze Bull was waiting his third man, and there's that fearlessness from Complexity.
Absolutely, and it's a risky play for Shad there. You can see he cut the rotation. Play ends up working out for them, and that one, of course, falls in the hands of Raze Bull with a nice shot.
There's a fake from Toasty, going far
Oh.
post. Toasty swats it. He
Toasty.
faked AJG out of his britches here. See you
What?
later.
How are you going to do that to him?
How reset from Toasty. Taking it to the ground, wanting to get the pass off the backboard. A center does come. Shad gets
Big demo.
demoed. Gimmick shot. It's good. And Oxygen take the lead. All-out effort from Oxygen on this play. The wave dash, the demo, LJ doing work.
Everybody. They need to throw something on the offensive side if they want a chance. It's looked a lot better in game two, but it's not perfect yet. But that shot from Shad is as perfect as it gets.
Oh, this was a gorgeous shot. Shad getting a huge chip, dodging the bump, getting up, and more importantly, getting that ball. Shad, double tap pass attempt, but Gimmick will break up that play. Gimmick out of boost. AJG on the dribble, the flick, and it's going top shelf. AJG by 2 Oxygen defenders will take the lead late for Complexity.
The awareness from AJG, the first touch. Oxygen, while they're not fighting for as much in this series, it doesn't matter to them. They're still going to bring their all in their A game as a weird 50-50 in defensive lapse in defense just, I guess, rolls in, James.
Oh, Toasty was trying to pass that out. Gimmick also low boost. LJ on empty. Raze Bull passing to Shad. Hard shot will get saved. Pass to the mid again. The attacking play from Complexity, relentless shot after shot. Eventually, they find the gap.
I mean, this is unbelievable stuff. They keep sharpening, waste more and more boost jam spots to find a challenger to cut off any angle.
And even there, Gimmick trying to get up high to deny the backboard attempt. And a strong shot. Toasty with a clip. That brings Oxygen within 1.
Yeah, and we had Shad last man back. It's such a difficult read for Shad, but an easy one. Too predictable. You knew exactly where he was trying to go. Maybe a bump play would have worked out instead. LJ back down to Gimmick. This could lead to something. There was a miss off the backboard, and the shot off the post followed up from Gimmick. It's finally working out. Oxygen able to tie things up.
What a battle, and it looks like it might have been pinched out. It was pinched out by Raze down. A key chance for Complexity, but they weren't able to convert. Still pressure.
Backboard.
Raze Bull up, and Raze Bull down into the net. An overtime winner for the clutch king himself. Raze Bull doing it once more.
How does Raze Bull
Spending the first full minute
there
in the half of Oxygen.
He doesn't lose.
Oxygen can't clear it out.
Dude, he's so swole, and now it's
open.
wide open. What? AJG just won so many challenges in a row, and it seems like he's just doing it all by himself on offense.
It's just the new meta, no longer down. JNAP's wasting no time on that challenge.
Challenge game certainly going in the favor of G2 right now, and you're kind of seeing them play around the midfield line. That one's off the post for JNAPs, and he comes through with the shot. It took almost 2 minutes, but G2 score the first goal.
And you saw the confusion there. Sipical and AJ running into each other. And one of the ways that FaZe is so deadly is when that ball is kicked back to them and they can take possession, pop it up, and man, an early shot and an early goal. FaZe, they got shut out last game, only taking 7 seconds to score in game 2.
Wow. What a second touch there from First Killer. And beautifully struck by Sipical. He's not going to miss that one. 7 seconds in, FaZe finding 4. Oh my.
And, it looked like Chicago might be able to get his car
I
back
thought he
under
had it.
control, but so we take another look. It goes right back to Typical. Yeah,
he landed.
speed.
That's the dream start here, I think, for FaZe. You were talking about a silver lining, and proving to yourself that you can put on the pressure. G2 is one thing. Typical coming alive is maybe another for FaZe Clan. That's the player that you want hot. And right now, 3-0 start in the first minute. FaZe running away with it.
Typical.
Left on the clock, and they're down by 3 still.
Oh, First Killer hitting that back into JNaps, and now gets a nice bounce. A light touch from AJ. Rebound is Typical. That is
God.
fourth of the game.
4 for 7. 7 shots in this game. AJ wants the angle there, but just off the back of the wall, and G2 just so. You're seeing another demo now from First Killer. JNaps, though, flip reset, second touch. As AJ does get a piece of it. Great read from here. Typical tough save. He won't make it. Atomic direct into the net, and G2 take the lead.
Typical sitting in net with 91 boost, waiting for this shot, but he was surprised.
So for FaZe now, or for G2 rather, this is a great rebuttal to the last game to at least put one away. That one went high. Chicago, the shooter here, he's going to drop it below First Killer, and G2 double up.
And this is another situation where G2 makes a nice read on the defense. Chicago seeing First Killer start to do the wraparound save.
Atomic doesn't get the touch I think he wanted. JNaps, he didn't either. Now the pass to Typical, it's too high. Follow up from AJ and First Killer. He'll put it away. Everyone went from FaZe, but they put it home.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink included. Typical saw Chicago and net, opted for the backward pass, and
a great chance there for G2. Chicago now trying to fight for this one. JNaps as well. Now Atomic's going to go. Everyone involved here from G2 off the backboard. JNaps, he'll put it down. G2 on the board first once again.
And it looked like it was another team bump. Typical and AJ bump into each other when AJ streaking back. AJ not able to get boost.
Really what opened up the space for FaZe to move out. As that one comes clean off the backboard. First Killer not reading the touch. That one got a pinch into the net. First Killer can't get back. JNaps muscles it through the last man, and it finds its way home.
JNaps, first touch, hitting the brakes, and then a strong dunk.
Minute and a half, G2 once again have a 2-goal lead. Very similar to the previous game. Typical trying to change that. Gets a second flip. What in the world was that? How did that go in for Typical?
We're gonna have to take another look at this one. Typical getting behind it, flip reset, flips. It looks like he got a bump. Not giving First Killer the chance.
Oh, big clear from AJ, and Typical's already up. Can he get a second touch? He does, but it's not on target. AJ wants to put it through. He will to tie it up.
And this was such a good double from Typical. Typical, you saw him rotating all around.
Wow.
Atomic. And that ball kick out to AJ, who's low on boost. Flip reset doesn't land, but it's down to First Killer. AJ didn't get a big scoop, but it ended up being the perfect touch for First Killer to take the shot.
Oh my, First Killer was just sitting under him the entire time.
Typical and First Killer thinking about who should take it. Bounces back out.
Oh,
a
what
nice
a pass.
pass on the goal line. AJ staying in the play. He had the vision.
I really like this pass from First Killer. 0 boost, but a tough bounce to come out. But he knows he has to.
And Chicago was able to get back.
Went for gold there and almost got it. What a touch there from First Killer. Now he can drop this one down, or maybe he just scored himself. Why not? He's First Killer. Of course he can score from that angle.
First Killer, he gets the boost steal, gets the touch, stays behind the ball.
Killer against G2. He'll take it himself and score it. And
World class.
that's why he's here. That's why he's world class.
JNaps. Who needs to flip reset? Who needs to air dribble when you can just demo Corelli? That's the type of gameplay that you love to see.
Poor Typical. He's got
Tapped a bit. Lost the ball. First Killer, nice challenge. JNaps with only 40 boost. Can't get there in time. Typical drop down to AJ. FaZe are picking G2 apart.
There is some world-class work on the back wall right now being done by FaZe across the board. This time it's a beautiful now for FaZe. They have looked good this game.
I can barely land on my wheels. Even just on the sidewall on easy shots. And here you have Typical doing that on the backboard as FaZe continue to score goal after goal. JNaps wasn't expecting that late touch.
As Atomic makes the save.
Thought it was wide open, but Atomic, nice recovery to get back. Hard shot. Typical. Couldn't deal with it. A minute 36 left, Corelli. This is not impossible for G2.
No, sir. We've called it out, just not on target, whether it's high, whether it's wide. And G2, the only team right now that's getting good looks, but maybe FaZe comes. AJ, can he get one through? He will. Chicago can't get the challenge, and FaZe in the lead.
And that was disastrous from G2. A double commit Chicago and JNAPS. Chicago awkward on the backboard.
Toughest, of course. And again, discipline is tested here with just over a minute left. G2's been threatening. Oh my, a blunder defensively from FaZe. Nobody comes up with the touch. How does that go in?
First killer, he picked up one pad and Atomic, it looked like getting around the ball, wanted to get the mid boost. Chicago to Atomic, low boost shot. Whoa. It's high, rebound out. JNAPS, corner, we're going to game 7.
He's got the ice. And everyone getting involved from G2. A perfectly placed shot over the shoulder. I mean, G2's already qualified. Of course, FaZe wants to qualify as soon as they possibly can. That's a great flick from Atomic. JNAPS has a wide open net, and G2 in the lead first.
You said it, a wide open net. Atomic, that touch beating out the defender, not only making it a punch to the gut for FaZe Clan. G2, they've got the ice, but first killer, he beat Chicago out. You saw Chicago streaking back. You thought he had a chance, but this is a masterful shot and a huge goal. FaZe Clan needed.
And yet still, FaZe can't break through. Typical, looking for one over the top. Atomic there, last man left. First killer trying to muscle it home. A follow-up shot will go through. 32 seconds left on the clock, and FaZe take the lead.
And typical, this was such a key play from him. First killer, the intelligence to go
coming out from V1, and they narrowly miss as Daniel, big swing and a miss on that ball. Is you got to expect a little bit of nerves on the line here for SSG. Bunk on the back line, and Daniel just walks it home.
Yeah, nice little bump here from Spacestation. You also mentioned that they also get physical. Beast mode gets demoed. Wasn't necessarily in the play. Calm last man back. They will clinch a major spot if version 1 win this match. And what a story that would be for Envy, where they started off, well, not so great, but Spacestation have started off wonderfully here with a second goal.
Yeah, nice bump there from Daniel, and Rebels has plenty of space. Gets the reset, it looked like, but into the corner. Arsenal did full boost up, so looks like Spacestation Gaming. Oh no! Double commit gonna open things up, and Beast Mode strikes.
Excellent shot from Beast Mode. Like you said, the error in the corner, giving up the touch, comes straight out, and Reynolds and Daniel get tied up. Reynolds diving in. Daniel looked like he had the clear.
Here, Jorby, Spacestation still up by 1 goal and looking to extend the lead here, but Com gets back in time.
Oh, and still Spacestation might find it here on the tip, and Arsenal waits, and he gets the tip for Spacestation, increasing the lead by 2.
Just playing nuisance in the box, trying to get the defender off that back wall, and just beats out Beast
by Arsenal, kicking Torment off that back wall. And we keep talking about that physical game. And while this doesn't include bumps, 3 out of the top 6 players in North America are on this pitch right now in demos per game. Com is 3rd, Reynolds is 5th, and Arsenal is 6th. So yeah, we got some, and it forces them to go back in the rotation, figure out, okay, how can we get around this team?
Oh boy,
they're really having to work for their food, and Com finally finds something on his dinner plate.
And Daniel caught in no man's land here, caught sideways, didn't really know how to go about this, and Com sees it and says, hey, chasing 1 goal as we get into the second half.
Beast Mode also having to approach Daniel, but he wins a nice 50, 2-5 boost. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's Beast Mode. 2 goals for version 1.
Give him a little bit of space, and the double tap comes out, goes off of the side wall, and tucks that one in. Like we were talking about before this series started, Spacestation putting the shots on, but version 1 downloaded them after game 1, and the bump comes out, Reynolds scores, and they're back to their powerful offense.
This confusing little play here. Version 1, you see Torment get chipped. Com's trying to figure his way back in, but then Daniel gets a chip on consecutive 50s. It's completely killed any kind of push for either team, but here's Com, saved again. Daniel flying through the air, ball drops, goal!
Oh! Torment hammering it home as the ball just seemingly floating above the orange half, and that 50 really threw Reynolds for a loop.
Everyone gets chipped into each other. He finds his way into the save.
Yeah, man, you're right, Jorby. So much space on both sides of the field, and Calm comes in, streaking down the center of the field as Beast Mode, great 50 on the back line.
Beast Mode getting behind that ball, and you see him make his octane, and then he gets deleted for his effort. Calm's got no boost. He's not getting back to that 50. Torment's got 100 here. Reddles, he's over him. Reddles,
way!
Puts it in!
Oh, little close shoulder shimmy and shake to tuck this one. Good night. Gets the flip reset and then keeps
Spacestation rotation to move around. Version 1, another clear, but Daniel there to cut off in midfield. Arsenal pops over one. Arsenal.
That's
goal!
Arsenal just fakes that he has the challenge. The defender respects the dunk, doesn't want to get posterized, and all it took was a little...
Version 1 aren't giving as much space at all to Space Station right now. They are closing the vice grip as Torment pushes this one across. He's got the bump. Goal!
Oh, the veteran coming out on top. Torment slows the play down. You think he's going for an air dribble. Nope, he's setting his sights. The follow-up. Beast Mode got the save and the second touch, and that ball narrowly misses, but the follow-up from Torment, 2 goals. He's playing out of his mind.
It got so chaotic in the blue half, and then it's a simple win in midfield. It's a simple shot for Torment.
These men of Team Queso and getting denied at the last second. It's just unfortunate. It keeps happening to Space Station. They're going to get one. 2 seconds to go and hold the phones.
All right.
Space Station Gaming have a chance.
So they already went for the fake kickoff. So version 1 have to be expecting that here. They have
to gather up 200. It just seems like it never ends for the kid when he's up in the air. Is Arsenal off the ceiling? Arsenal denied on the back line, but everyone goes for version 1, and Daniel puts it in for Space Station.
Space Station sending the whole house on this play. Arsenal sets it up. Torment and Calm double commit, but Daniel just gets in the way.
And Torment holds down the back line.
And he's got that win in midfield as well. Calm turning right back around onto the ball. He's got the win. Torment's got the net. And just like that, version 1 respond.
That is a nasty pass here from Calm. Just going up and waterfalling it right back down, and it is wide open. Already has 6 shots while limiting version 1 to 2, but version 1 making the most out of every opportunity. The bump on the back line. Daniel's not there, and there it is indeed. Calm puts it right below Arsenal.
And pulling out the plows. See you later, Reddles. Torment gets 2 bumps. Daniel tried to put the ball, but then he pops it up instead of carrying it over to the wall where Space Station were expecting it to go. Here's a chance. Shot is on, and it's good. What? Daniel puts in his second.
And I love the slowdown here from Arsenal. Very important 50. And how does Daniel see that little window that's opened up? Beast Mode is Torment. Big pinch. Arsenal gets in the way of shot, but it opens up for Beast Mode, and Daniel gets the save. But version 1, passing play alive, and there it is. Taking down Space Station Gaming.
Go! Calm pops off in his chair. Torment hits a nasty pass, and no one was saving that shot.
Car, Dominus, and Fennec. Often you see a team play without the Octane.
We'll counter though. Fennec is essentially Octane. Chicago going to drop one into the top left-hand corner of the net. Missed. I think got a little twisted up here in the goal line. That little backward touch. Hoping Drees was going to come out with it and just gave me trying to get...
G2 strikes first. The beautiful drop. Atomic now looking for the pass down. James has got the whole net to shoot out. Make it 2 off a kickoff.
No chance for this one as well. The perfect kickoff. Atomic straight through everybody. Goes for the boost deal in the corner, which means he gets to win the race up the wall. And JNAPS is like, cool.
Not going to find the follow-up. Missed blocked as well. Turbo falling back on defense. G2 with an open net here. Chicago will shoot. Put it behind Turbo for goal number 3.
That's just not fair. Turbo sees that first pass out, knows he's the one on the hook to make this save, and he has to dive at that.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to hit him with no hope.
He blocked the most of the net he possibly could, but just a wealth of options for G2. Make it 4. Make it 4. Put away game number 1. Minute left to play. Doesn't matter.
Tough one to handle. A couple of really nice kickoffs here for G2 as well. Yeah. And Atomic just catching Turbo. He's always positioned very optimally in terms of being able to follow up anything. As here's a 3-man effort for Envy. Unfortunately, going to find its way off the post at 0 seconds. And the ball's is it gonna hit it? Yes, it will. All the way to Chicago. You had to put it with an exclamation point, didn't you?
There's something special about it's 4-0.
and have it spawn and let G2 have possession here. And I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Oh, it absolutely will. Oh my goodness gracious me. They just had to wait on their own half. G2 has time to construct the counterattack. And how about you set up a great triangle play and Atomic.
Drees trying to connect with Mist upfield. Envy still looking for that first goal. Here's Drees off the back wall. And a miss from Atomic will open it up. Turbo Pulsa going to find the first goal here for Envy.
Looks to me like Atomic. I went to his camera real quick. I think he was playing the double tap from Drees. I think he was trying to get the block. And
that stalls out Envy in the midfield.
Can't say you're too surprised about that. I mean, Drees certainly called that he had no boost. If you noticed, he kind of wave dashed at the wall as that one's going to get pinched around out of the corner for JNaps to collect. And Drees, I think, 78. Just a little late. And Mist was so committed to Atomic all over it. Can read Drees' car language. And Chicago is saying, JNaps, I'm going to need help. And it will count. I thought Drees was going to make it. He was so close, but not enough.
I think he touched it here. Chicago off the backboard. Well played. And then Drees, trying to create more pressure and control, but losing to Mist. Turbo now on the challenge. Through one, Chicago off the backboard, leaves it alone, doesn't touch it, and Turbo gets a goal. Envy enjoying their first lead.
Now that's kind of the unforced error. JNaps there gets the pressure put on him by Mist, has to jump, and Chicago, I think he definitely ended up playing out this quick shot into the net before you can really get across the goal. So kind of an unforced error in my head is JNaps one-on-one with Mist, and he's going to go behind him. Now that's just not fair. I mean, Mist has to see this catch from JNaps as he worked through his two teammates, and he knows that JNaps has that far side. So he's
final minute of game 3. Envy still looking for that first win. Tie game, best situation they've had going into the final minute yet.
Oh, with the demo and the pass to Mist. What? Oh, man. I thought this one was dead in the water with Turbo ripping that up the ceiling. I was like, oh, that has to be on net. But Drees went and got that.
Back in the box, Mist. Taken into the sky, Chicago thinking about challenging here, and will actually get the block on 2, but Turbo's there. He got stuck. JNaps got caught on the wall, and Turbo takes the lead.
Oh, that's tragic. Hang on. Did he get bumped or anything? I got to go to his camera. Oh, he got bumped by Atomic. Oh, and he tried to recover. The fact
JNaps will win a challenge. 15 seconds left. Cheers, Chicago.
Some boost.
Back across the boost. Atomic to the outside. JNaps. 10 seconds left. Looking for the post decides it to shine favorably on G2. We got a tie game.
Wow, what a challenge from JNaps. I mean, that's not even really Turbo's fault. JNaps is just trying to control. Not going to be on the backboard. They can't play backboard defense. There's a pass to Atomic. Again, Mist is able to cut it out. G2 and JNaps rightfully here taking his time, and he's going to sneak through everybody. They're trying to figure out what he wants to do with this ball in the corner. And JNaps is like, yeah, the easy 1-2 touch. What else is it going to be?
No, there was a bit of a...
Like, what?
If you say so. JNaps to Atomic here. Oh, blocked by Mist, but the follow from JNaps is good. G2 drew it up well and executed with perfection.
I really like this pass to Atomic. It isolates Mist and forces him to make a play. And honestly, Turbo was pretty close.
Flicks to the outside, holds on to ball control. Look at this dribble from Drees. Flip reset as well. Over the top of Chicago. Missed to try and beat Atomic, but no. And Turbo's in to follow up. All of G2 dismantled on this dribble.
The old reliable Drees, great job breaking down multiple defenders. Mist, way to make sure the clear doesn't come through. Turbo,
classic Turbo goal. The king of positioning. Here's Atomic off the back wall, set up to JNaps, and they immediately take the lead back. Nice play you guys had there. You forgot about the kickoffs, though.
Man, Atomic. You can't blame either. Snapshot that one right into the net off the bounce. No time to react for the defense.
G2 are incredible, and Atomic keeps opening up opportunities. Give him a goal as well, trying to put this game away.
And Turbo, not a bad play, taking that out into the corner. Unfortunately, it does count as a double commit because Drees was going.
Now Mist looking for control here. Drees takes it away from him on the ground on the dribble. He's got Mist in the midfield. Can he get it through Chicago? Goes for the slow play, sets up Mist and does. Connects for the first one. They need 2 to tie the game.
Chicago absolutely tongue-tied here looking at Drees. Jumped so early. Talk about showing your hand. That was it.
With Arsenal on the free backboard, but pinches to the corner instead of down in front of the goal. The challenge was Shad going up to raise bull. Back to AJG with so much power. A rocket of a shot for goal number 1.
Absolutely a rocket. You are not kidding about that. 100 miles an hour. It's not even a pinch.
Talk about
There's
you
no
the
saving
fizzle.
that. By the time you read it, the ball has scored and the goal explosion is halfway over. Arsenal to the outside says that was pretty. Now we got a kickoff and no one cares.
It is an excellent catch from Arsenal. This is definitely where he gets his money. Such a tough player to read.
Leaves it for Raceball instead. Arsenal through this guy. Oh, just goes for it himself. Blocked by AJG. Daniel on the follow-up here. Well placed, and he's going to get goal number 2 in the lead for Space Station.
Arsenal just the very direct line. He knew he couldn't really catch it because he sees Shad coming to challenge him there, and that's just Arsenal making the best. It works out either way. They get the ball back, but for how long is the question. Boost is so critical to a team like Complexity when you like to play so fast and so aggressive. Reynolds with the air dribble bump. Pull that one out of the back pocket every now and again. It's certainly going to be good here. I mean, you can't really fault AJG. He's got to make that jump at it.
Through this guy, looking for some last-minute heroics. Shad will take it back down, but there's just no time left on the clock. And after that clings off the backboard, AJG will get one for the road, but the game going to go to Space Station.
Looks closer than it is. Garbage time here. Almost under the 1 second mark. Double commit there from Space Station, but you can be pretty happy with how this one played out.
Raceball now back down. Out of that corner, Daniel will find Arsenal in enemy territory. Leaves it off the wall and opens up for Reynolds. So confused here. Space Station going to take the first goal.
And this is just straight misdirection. AJG, to be honest, goes for a pretty bad challenge. You can see Shad, he bit on that Daniel. He just kind of let him through a little too easy. I think he was just thinking pressure, and even if I'm late, I'll at least get a touch, but he was that late, and AJG gets stuck on the backboard here. He had plenty of boost, was definitely making sure he couldn't get demoed from Arsenal, and this one I think he thought Daniel was maybe going to try for a double
He'll
tap.
get his wheels back under him, but demolished 2 demos.
Nice.
Now a counter. Look at that. AJG, the only player still on the course. They get them both, so by Raceball going to put the first one in.
Demo. It's Complexity who ends up respawning in time, and that's the perfect laydown from AJG. Don't get greedy.
No boost to work with. Pass 2. No, Daniel shuts him down in the midfield. 5 seconds left. No one's there. Reynolds will put the nail in the coffin. They'll take game 2 as well.
I think Raceball was considering going for the ball here in the midfield. I think he got bumped. Yep, there he is, just punted away by Daniel. No other choice but to collect the ball. Everybody who can buy your time for your teammates to make sure you're never caught out into a bad spot is invaluable. Reynolds and Arsenal gonna piece something together here in the Complexity box. How's this one work out?
Yeah, how does Arsenal end up in this situation? Gets kind of a double bump, and then it's just like, look, control in the corner. Only 12 boost to work with, but still manages to get it over the front line defender. Raceball, not the best of control. Reynolds got it through him. It's open and rolling all the way in. The damage was done the moment Raceball came down. Reynolds will score the first one.
That might be the biggest problem for Complexity. Not necessarily Reynolds. This is a great time all the way by himself because you don't have the ability to even structure your offense to have any support. Arsenal will collect a second goal. Space Station got this one on lockdown.
Arsenal in the midfield. And then Daniel just the cross up. Daniel had control, said, hey, I'm going to go.